My life was a very difficult one as a war was coming in, and then I lost my hands with the explosion, saved my brothers and sisters. Because I did that, picked up the small object, and I tried to throw it back to the tanks, which didn't work quite a way because I tripped. And then my name is Anna Jarmix. I come from Europe, in Hungary. My grandmother was in a house, and she ran out of the bank, right, and then she seen it, and my uncle was next door. And then, of course, like bleeding, she was quickly took her apron off and then rubbed my hands, and then we walked 3.5 blocks from the hospital. But when the hospital was there, unfortunately everything was cleared out at the hospital. So I was sitting there, the doctor was there, no injection, no painkiller, no nothing. I watched how he was amputated my hand. I was wondering why is that so many people get hurt and killed, and small kids are. I went from my country to Austria as a refugee. Like at that time it was very bad because you have to stand for food every time, and we were 7 of us in a family. And I remember we had tickets for bread or milk or whatever, and then you can't go into one place. You have to have only one thing you can go for. But I was still not scared. It was very weird, I guess, seeing so many things, you're going through so many things, even when escaping from my country. I had a guts because I had nothing. I was just dressed casually. We came to Canada because I found my husband over in England, right? Because he was escaped prior to. So by that time I learned enough English and writing and whatever, because my best friend was a dictionary. I didn't go without a dictionary in my pocket, nowhere. I still got a dictionary. I was out in the country, and then I seen a bird was over there sitting, and he was really watching me because I took pictures of him a couple of times, and he flew away and he came back, and I was standing there so still. I wanted to see him picking that corn. You see, I took the pictures itself, and then I done a painting from pictures. That's in Quebec. My younger son lived in Quebec, and then he was taking me out because I always wanted to see something different. And I liked it, I took pictures of it, and I just had to do it. Oh, that is back home in Europe. That's one of the castles. All favorite, you know what I mean? But put it that way, I was more proud of that one because it was a lot of work in it. Well, this is going to be my workshop. Those are my Dutch. Yeah, 8-time Canadian champion. I won it against a Danish god.
What was the Danish?
Oh, he didn't like it. I probably missed the first one. I haven't thrown for almost 7 months.
Fantastic.
17! You only shot 16! It was very funny because when my daughter born, right, and then nurses were always there, and I said, let me do it, let me try it my way, because you see, at that time, you have to put the diapers on with the pins, right? And then I had no problem, big pins, that was not very easy, but I did. I dressed them, I washed them, bathed them, feed them, but I done it my way. So when I went in for an interview, and the guy was looking at me and said, I know you understand all these, but how are you going to do it? I said, okay. I said, let's make a deal. I said, you know my background, I told you. I said, give me a chance on 2 weeks. Let me work in the kitchen for 2 weeks, And if you not like what I'm doing or doing bad, something wrong, I said, I walk away with no pay. Oh, he said, that's not a bad idea, so I did. That's how I started my first job in Ontario. Everybody get different skills, okay? But a skill is not necessarily what you learned in school. The skill is what you put into it.